Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Said I'm playing Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, Strength build. Last episode, I think I finished off the Black Gulch, and oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff I need to talk about. So off camera, let me go over to the first bonfire in the Iron Keep, because I want to show off an item that I grabbed off camera. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in this episode, I think, right? Well, yeah, sure. So as you can see, there's a bloodstain all the way back there. So off camera, I decided to look up where I could find more bonfire aesthetics. And at a certain point, I found out that there is actually that there are a couple of them in the Iron Keep. The unfortunate part is that they're all the way back there. So you see the skeleton over there, like right next to my bloodstain. Yeah, there are 3 bonfire aesthetics over there. Now I equipped the best fire-resistant armor that I got, which apparently turned out to be the Black Witch robe. It's actually a pretty good armor set. I've also noticed that the Black Witch veil, which is this one over here, gives me 1000 curse resist. It actually makes me just about immune to curse damage. I totally forgot that this was a thing in the game, but well, yeah, it's a thing, and it's gonna be very useful in certain situations. So I equipped my best fire defense armor. I tried to use Flash Sweat, but then I remembered I need attunement slots, for which I don't have the attunement level to be able to use that particular pyromancy, and I just decided to use red. What's it again? Yeah, yet no. Wow, no. Where are they? The small red burrs, which is an item that you can use to decrease the amount of fire damage that you take. And then I just ran and jumped and ran and jumped. I could not stop on these things, by the way. I could not stop and turn around on these things. That would have killed me. So I eventually figured out a way that I could jump in time to the point that I wouldn't need to stop on these flaming platforms. So I got the 3 bonfire aesthetics, and then I decided to go and bring a part of the Earthen Peak to New Game Plus, so I could defeat Mitha the Baneful Queen in New Game Plus, so I could obtain myself the covetous Silver Serpent Ring +2. I've also noticed that I am missing out on 1 bonfire aesthetic, as I was at Dangus, and I used it at the wrong bonfire. So I need to go and fight the Chariot in New Game Plus. Then I'm also gonna have to fight the Old Iron King in New Game Plus, and I'm also gonna have to fight the Rotten in New Game Plus. So I'm still gonna need a couple more bonfire aesthetics, but that should not be any issue whatsoever, because bonfire aesthetics are not particularly... Well, I seem to remember there being an NPC who sells like 10 of those, so I think I should be fine. So let's go and get the show right. I think this episode is gonna be mainly me defeating the Chariot in New Game Plus, and also probably the Iron King. Methinks. What is done cannot be undone. Now before we do this, I first actually want to go and buy some ammo. Because instead of fighting it the normal way, I want to try to fight it in the cheesy way. I could also fight it in the normal way, really, I think. But I would very much like to see if the cheesy way works. Let's see, because I don't have a lot of arrows left. There we go. And now I have 1,000,000 arrows. Have I upgraded this weapon further? I think I might have. I've also, of course, upgraded this Bandit Great Axe, the Gurm Great Axe. Like, I've upgraded a lot of different weapons. Well, a lot of... I think only 3 weapons. We also have the Gurm Great Hammer, which is a pretty funny-looking weapon. I also got the Lion Great Axe, which is not particularly better than what I have. Actually, it might be better in scaling, as I can see down there. I'll go and check all of these things out once I've... well, once I feel like it, really. Sometimes, people, it's as simple as that. You gotta go for the feeling. Let's see if we can beat this bugger in New Game Plus. If you're wondering, like, Mitha the Baneful Queen, like, she really wasn't too difficult in New Game Plus. There really wasn't that much of an issue fighting her in New Game Plus, so... I didn't feel like it was... Well, the thing is, I was in the middle of grinding, and I was like, should I record me fighting Mitha the Baneful Queen in New Game Plus? And then I decided to not do it, because I was like, okay, Mitha isn't particularly the most difficult boss, so I think I'll just go and beat her myself and, yeah, not record it. I didn't deem it necessary to record it. It really wasn't too difficult of a fight either. Like, it's not like I died in 2 hits or whatever. It was very manageable, actually. Right, let me go this way, ignoring to do it with the freaking big old crescent blade things. I think now these guys should be in New Game Plus also. They weren't in New Game Plus before when I came this way. Spinning right round, baby, right round. I've been thinking that maybe I should... Are you kidding me? I've been thinking that maybe I should use my better weapon for this little run. Just so I have some better damage going. There we go. This isn't particularly a bad weapon, but the range on it is pretty craptacular. I think I'll run around with my battle axe plus 10 just because I'm accustomed to this weapon and... Yeah. Let's see, because there should be another dude over there, and if I don't kill him, he might actually come for me later on, which I do not want. Wow, he poised through that shit. Like a badass. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna be backstabbing these dudes, I think. Correct red eye orb. Now, this isn't really gonna mean much to you guys, I think, but in this session, I'm gonna try to make it past the undead crypt. And actually, I'm probably gonna try to make it past Aldia's keep. Because once I reach that point, I can grind Petrified Dragon Bones and also Twinkling Titanite. And while I'm grinding all that stuff, I can continue rendering my videos. Because I'm slowly but surely filling up on hard drive space. That's, yeah. That's the reason why I want to do that, so I can farm while I am waiting for my videos to render. But we're not there yet. I'll first have to do this and then figure out what else I'm going to be doing. Like, what else I'm gonna be able to do in this session, really. Like, I'm really unsure about how long this is gonna take me. Right. It could be my beautiful one evening that I'm aiming for, but it could also be more than one evening, depending on how successful everything goes, I suppose. I'm gonna have to go to, like, I'm gonna have to go through Drangley Castle, which will be an episode. Shrine of Amana, which will also probably be an episode, I think. And then we have the Undead Crypt, which will probably also be one episode. Not sure how long it takes me to get through these areas. I'm trying to be like a little bit more slow and methodical in this playthrough, so it might take me longer than I wanted to. No, well, I'll see. I have time. Got that son of a gun. Charm. Right. Let me just go. Okay, sure. Just don't react to my attacks and just die. That's actually the best thing you can do for me. Ah, yes. Look at all the beautiful corpses. It is kind of perplexing that I did not notice this earlier. Like when I went through this place, that the place wasn't in New Game Plus. I was like, oh wow, are the enemies really like not that strong? I was wrong. I was very wrong. For a second I thought I was still in the Covenant of Champions, but no. I made sure to go out of the Covenant of Champions in the last episode. Or in the last recording session. Right, if I kill this guy will not reappear, so I do think I'm gonna try to kill him. I'm rolling. I couldn't see for a moment. Which is something that very much bothered me. There we go. I'm not gonna be blocking anyway, so I might as well just two-hand my weapon. And then back off, because this guy is using a very big sword. Has a lot of range. Does a lot of damage. But he dies all the same. Right. So, the cutscene is gonna replay. So, I can go this way, maybe? Nope, there's skeletons over here. So I should try to take care of the first necromancer then. I think. Yep, there she is. So I'm gonna take care of the first necromancer. And then try to kill the skeletons. Come on. Ready? Just not giving me... There we go. Wow. Roll. Nice. Okay, so normally I should be able to shoot this guy up until a certain point, and then he will... I think then he will fuck up at a certain point, and that will give me the victory. Yes, people, we're gonna be here for a while. Yes, I don't know. Jeez. This is cheese. That's all I know. So I think I'm going to. Okay. I was going to get it. I was going to. It's really easy with it. Really. It's not the best video. I know. No, it's really awful. Maybe I should have done that. No, no, I just did it again. No, I'm looking at it. Maybe I can get the back. Just I think it's just it's a one. It's all in the final. You know, I didn't have to use it. It's all on me. Exactly. I don't know what it is. I have a chance to do this. Before you guys. Watch it. Nice. Watch out. Okay, I think it's done. Right. Let's go and hope that I don't die to the skeletons, because that would suck quite a lot. At this point. Right. As you can see, they're now stuck. We go and kill the skeletons. Avoid the fucking necromancer. Watch these skeletons die and then get shot. You little bugger. There we go. So yes, the horse is now stuck. I'm gonna shoot him just in case. There we go. So that is another way that you can beat him. If you don't feel like dealing with the boss normally. You do still have to make it to the end of this place, so... And as a reward I also get the Chlorine Ring +2, so it's a double victory for me. Because I now have even better stamina regeneration. Which is always appreciated, really. Right, let's go back to Majula. So, next up on my list of things to kill in New Game Plus is going to be the Iron King. And then I'll wait with the Rotten until I have another one of them boys. Bah. Okay. I guess I could get more endurance. My dexterity is fine. I have reached the point of dexterity that I care about. Strength is gonna be necessary at a certain point. I will not deny that, but I think I'm gonna keep pumping up my endurance until I can't level it up anymore. Because endurance is also very important as a character who uses a lot of heavy weaponry. Right, time to go over to the Iron King's place. Let me also go and open up my wiki, because I want to see what the Iron King is weak against. You know, by the time that this entire thing loads again, because that's just the life of... Right. He is weak to magic, soul geyser only. Okay, lightning then. Lightning is also effective against him, so... Let's get a move on. Alright, I should first go and burn a bonfire ascetic. Now, burning a bonfire ascetic over here is interesting. So, when you burn an undead bonfire... sorry. When you burn a bonfire ascetic over here, there will be an NPC appearing. Are they down here, or are they down even lower? Yeah, no, they're just down there. Can I shoot him from over here? I might be able to. Well, no, it's not happening. So this NPC is very interesting. I'm probably gonna die to it a couple of times. So this NPC has ironclad armor on. Oh boy. Yep, and the NPC is also coming up here now. This character has ironclad armor on and is also using a great hammer. Can I please knock you off? Oh my god. You know what, people? Forget I said anything. This strategy works, so you might as well use it. This character is actually very annoying to fight because you cannot backstab him. And he is using a great hammer. So, yeah, he has a lot of poise. You cannot backstab him. You cannot parry his attacks either, so he is a very annoying NPC to fight, I would say. But as you can quite clearly see, sometimes you can also cheese the living crap out of him. The ladder cheese. I love it. Ah, there's an item over here that I never got. Lightning shortbow +1. Meh. There's also a summon sign over here. Manhunter O'Hara. Huh. There's also one ironclad in your way if you're If you have some issues with ironclads, well, he's gonna be in your way every single time. Well, unless you've defeated him like 12 times or something, then he will despawn. Yep, enemies will despawn after killing him 12 times. I've learned that in the last episode. No. Oh, there's another one over here. Maybe I should, like, you know, not get too close to that boy. Okay, the Iron King in No Game Plus can be an interesting experience, I would say. He does a lot of, like he always does a lot of damage, I feel, but in New Game Plus he can be a little bit more dangerous, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see how it goes. Lightning power-up is definitely gonna help me, so let's get a move on and see how fast we can kill this guy in New Game Plus. Or how fast we can die into this guy in New Game Plus. Maybe I should have waited with my buffing. Actually, never noticed his wings. That's pretty cool. Or does he have the wings in normal game? Oh yeah, second one. As you can see, the damage that I'm doing is, I would say, equal to what I did before, if not a little bit less. The handy thing once again is that the Iron King does telegraph his attacks pretty dang easily, like pretty dang well. So it's not really difficult to avoid his attacks. At least his normal attacks. His fire attacks are a different situation, I would say. Oh boy. Yep, I fell into the lava. I thought it was gonna do something else. I didn't think it was gonna do the fire slam. And yeah, there we go, people. I cannot first try him because I died to lava. And I don't think there might be a cheese for him, but I sure as hell don't know it, so... No cheesing for me this time. The handy thing, however, is that these red enemies, or at least this red enemy, does not respawn, so... Once I have killed him, he's dead for good! Right, I can also just ignore this ironclad over here. I can lure him away from the entrance and just roll past him. Which I think I will do, because I don't want to deal with him. He's a little bit too annoying to fight. There we go. Right. Let's go and buff myself again. It's not particularly necessary, I would say, to buff myself, but... I might as well. Like, the first time that I died was kind of a fluke death. Like, I should not have died at that point. Really. Oh boy, fire. I'll roll over this way, so I can avoid the nasty fire. And go this way. Can I hit you in the horn? I see. And in the face. Which doesn't really do extra damage, which is stupid. It should do extra damage. Yeah, well. I'm not a game designer. This is also not particularly a recent game, so... Not even sure if bosses have weak parts in this game. I don't think they do. I sure as hell don't remember it, so... Go again. Wow, I still got nicked by that shockwave. Oh no. Time to run! That fire attack is so annoying to avoid. Oh, really? You're just gonna do it again, are you? And now it's just a normal breath attack. Okay. I'll wait for the fire to disappear. And miss! Oh, hello. I don't think I've ever seen you do that attack before. Can you stop doing the fire? It's very annoying and kind of a waste of time. For both me and you. Right now it's gonna appear on this side, I think. He doesn't do any attacks when he appears. I think the lava might hurt you, but aside from that, it doesn't really do anything. Okay, and roll. Yeah, I find... Okay. Apparently that has an AoE thing after it. Cool. I did not remember that, so... I got boned. Basically. Right, now we have some fire. And some more fire. Because he wants to waste my time with fire attacks after I died to him before. Like an absolute dingus. Oh, that's an AoE attack. Let's go and ignore that shit. Can you please smash me? Question mark. God damn it, I missed. Alright, and roll. I'm gonna wait for the fire to disappear, because otherwise I'll take some more fire damage, and he's done. I would say that he is one of the easiest ones to fight in New Game Plus. But he's still nasty, he can still kill you by knocking you into the ledge, so you should also not particularly underestimate him, because he will probably regret doing that. But that's something that you have with all Dark Souls bosses, I would say. Let's go make my way over to Straight so I can get the weapon that I needed from him. And then I'll go and make my way over to Ornifex to get the other weapon that I wanted. The slash needed. And I think that's going to be the end of my episode, because I want to do like a separate episode for Drank Lake Castle. Or at least the beginning of Drank Lake Castle. I'm not even sure how far I'm going to be able to get through it while I have hiccups. Okay. And here we have the Chariot Lance, which is the one that I still need. There we go. I don't need these things. I already have one of those boys. And I don't need any spells. Do you really think you can handle the magnificence of my spells? Let's go over to Ornifex. Good old Ornifex. Gotta love my bird, bird blacksmith lady. Is she a lady? Is she a lady? Like, is it a lady? I don't even know. And then I don't really think I want to know. There's more than a fan out there to decide for you, but I think I'm just gonna leave that, because that's not particularly my style. Right. So, the weapon that I can get is this boy over here, the Old King, like with the Old King's soul. You, like, whenever you fight any of the 4 great ones, or like the Great Soul bosses, like the Iron King, the Jukes, the Freya, Dorwotten, and Lost Sinner, you will also get some ancient souls, like this one with the Old King soul, where I can get myself the Dragon Slayer Great Bow, which is pretty freaking cool. It's basically Gwyn's bow, which is pretty freaking awesome. And kill these spiders, because I want to make my way back over to my bonfire. My bonfire! There we go. Cannot use bonfire, are you stupid? Get out of my life. Cannot use bonfire. Cannot use bonfire. Cannot use bonfire. Why do I even... Get out of my life. There we go. Nice. I did not know that the range for that was so far. That's pretty dang insane. Let's go and level up a little bit more. Gotta get myself some more endurance. Yeah. I don't need to use my souls for the other thing anyway, so... Let me go and take a look. If I want to upgrade the Dragon Slayer Great Bow, I need Petrified Dragon Bones. As expected. Wow, that goes from 116 to 150. Holy shit. I kind of want to see how this bow looks, because I don't think I've ever actually acquired to this particular bow. Ah, yep. It is... Wow, that's interesting. I want to fire a great arrow with this. I want to see how it feels. Tell me how it feels. Oh boy. Yeah, he's having issues keeping this one going. Wow. That's interesting. Does it have anything special to say about itself? Ancient dragons, extremely large for a mere bow, and more destructive than any ranged weapon imaginable. This bow first requires the grounding of its stabilized anchor, which takes time and leaves the shooter vulnerable. Also requires great arrows. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like the Dragon Slayer Grey Bow in Dark Souls 3. I'm not sure about Dark Souls 1 because I don't think I've ever collected. Well, I've collected that weapon, but I've never used it. So that will conclude this episode, people. I hope you enjoyed this episode of just what I was playing Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Strength build. And next episode, we're going to go and deal with Drank Lake Castle. Goodbye.